So the question comes, that means, aren't there any freedom in Islam? That you don't have any choice but to follow? Or a person might ask, if that is so, then why doesn't Islam respect everything? Why don't Islam respect, or why did the Muslim scholarship don't respect those people who worship Allah or those people who worship other than Allah? So the answer to this is a simple one. What we say to the people, you see, that if you say that about freedom, what do you, or how do you define freedom? Or hurriya, that a person should be allowed to do whatever they want. They will say that a person should be like a white paper, nothing to be imposed by the parents or the society. And that mind, when it grows and becomes intellect, they should decide, and not at a young age. What they are trying to say is, religion, especially the Muslims, they install in the children from a very young age. That's the reason their understanding, their thought process, their ideology are all winded up by things fed from a very young age. And it has nothing to do with intellectual understanding. That is what they claim. But if we take this claim, then they also have to understand, or they also need to explain, if that is so, then why do you only say this about the religious people then? Why isn't it true about those people who don't follow any religion? For example, the atheist, the liberalist, the feminist. A child, when they grow up in those houses of the feminist, of the atheist, of the agnostics, they end up also become agnostics. Or in fact, if they don't even become agnostic, they are pushed by the parents to be anti-religious, to speak negative about religions, or to be negative about God. Or they might be saying that you don't have to worry about all of these things. If you say that is indoctrination of religious parents, installing in them religion from a very young age, then what about the indoctrination of the atheists? What about the indoctrination of the feminist? What about the indoctrination of the modernist? What about all of those things? So here we understand that it is actually not what it's so. It is not so simple for them also to explain, you see. So that's the reason this claim of being a blank sheet, that a person should be a blank sheet, is rubbish. The claims of the atheist and the modernist that every person should be a clean slate, and their words only should be taken when they are intellect, and those children, whenever you are a Muslim or any religion you follow, since your children, your parents have imposed this upon you, that's the reason you deem it to be right. But we say no. Given those ideological feeding when you're a child, when you grow up, you grow up, also your mind develops, your intellectual develops, your understanding develops, then you start reasoning, and there will be clash of truth and falsehood. So Islam, when we talk about, Allah says again and again, ulul albab, yadhakkaru ulul albab. This is for the dhikr, a remembrance. This Quran al-Kareem is a remembrance for those people, li ulul albab, for those people who think. الذين يتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض. Those people who ponder over the creation of the heavens and the earth. So many people, they say that Islam closes your mind. Allah is appreciating those people who think intellectually. الذين يتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض. That they think, what do they say? ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك. Ya Allah, you did not create all of these creation just for the sake of creation. But there is a great purpose. There is a great reason behind it.